set my laptop up over here. This is muted. Give me 1 second. Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm getting a glare of the sun. The sun is like glaring at me. Let's see if I can move a little bit. This is kind of... Sorry, I'm trying to set everything up. And the sun is glaring on... Hey, Victor Debs. Can everybody hear me okay? Where is... Oh. Let's see. So, I'm going to give it a few minutes since I decided to start my unexpected live early. Because, well, you guys know me. Everything is unexpected. The glare is horrible. I wonder if I can try... I'm going to try moving over here maybe. Because the glare is really bad. Like, it's hurting my eyes. I'm sorry. Hold on. Maybe that looks better. And now the sun's going to hit on me. I'm trying to figure it all out. Trying to figure it out. And then the sun's going to move some more. And then I'm probably going to have to move some more. Stuart Rowe, no, I do not have cancer. I'm out here helping a friend of mine that is going through lymphoma cancer. And it's been pretty hard and pretty stressful. So I needed to do a live video, because a live video, when I do my live videos, it really refreshes me to do my live videos and chat with you guys. So I needed that moment. And so that's why I'm doing a live video now. And I don't think the sun's going to work with me very well. So I'm going to wait for a few more minutes. Because I got a lot to go over with all you guys. There's been a lot going on. As you guys see, I'm still in good old California. And so I'm still here helping my friend that's going through the cancer. Thank you, Howard, because Lord knows I need hugs. So I really don't want to have to repeat a whole bunch of things, so that's why I'm kind of waiting a little bit for more people to come on. But thank you guys for coming on to my unexpected live. Good to see you. Where's little one's inside right now, so she is inside. I'm trying to straighten up my shirt so my bra's not showing. Make myself look presentable. How was everybody's 4th of July, by the way? Did you guys get to watch fireworks and have barbecue and all the stuff that people do for 4th of July. So I want to go over a lot of stuff that's going on here with my friend and all that's going through the cancer and everything. I kind of been holding back a lot of stuff because the last few live videos that I was doing, he was inside, like, watching them, and so, like, I was trying to be careful what to say and everything because, you know, I didn't want to upset him or anything like that, so, I was holding back a lot, but he, oh, dear Trex, I'm sorry to hear that. But my friend, we had to call 911 on him again today, and so he is back at the hospital, and I just got back here from the hospital, so, so I know he's not watching this video right now, because he's a little out of it, and his phone is in a bag, and they're actually in the process of transporting him to another hospital right now, so he can't see this video. So I'll probably only leave this video up, to be honest with you, for only a couple of days, and then I'm gonna delete the video. Because obviously I want to keep my friend in spirits and keep him positive on things. Sorry to hear that, Greg. So I kind of like tiptoe around on some things with him. It's been very stressful on me. Like, very stressful. I just got off the phone with Desert Deb, and I literally just vented to her before I did this live video. But I definitely thought that I could handle this a lot better than what I am handling it right now. So it's been extremely stressful on me, and I've been going through a lot of emotions and depression and stress and a lot of things. It's been difficult. So, I'm trying to read y'all's comments too at the same time. Let me stop reading the comments for right now so I can concentrate, because I get sidetracked. So, basically, my friend that's going through the lymphoma cancer, he's either A, in denial on how serious his cancer is, or B, he just doesn't want to realize how serious his cancer is. But another thing is, too, is these doctors that he has have been tiptoeing, literally tiptoeing around everything that's going on with him. I've gone to every one of his doctor's appointments, everything. So they haven't, like, literally sat down and explained the seriousness of this cancer. I had one doctor, actually, because my friend has given his doctors permission to talk to me, so they're allowed to talk to me and stuff. And I had one doctor, I pulled her out in the hallway at the hospital last time he was in the hospital, and I made her just be blunt with me, and I asked her multiple questions, and she was very blunt with me about the whole entire situation with him and the cancer and everything. She basically said that it's a very low percentage, like a 20 to 25% chance, that the chemo will even help him. His cancer is very, and all the doctors have said this, very, very aggressive, and it's a rare lymphoma cancer also. And so the doctor that also pulled me in the hallway told me that most people with what he has, they only make it through a couple of chemo treatments. Now, I've told my friend about the low percentage rate. And actually, he heard the doctor say that one time too. But I did not tell him about what she told me about only not a lot of people make it through. Not a lot of people make it. That most people with his cancer and his condition that he has, most people don't make it through a couple of chemo treatments. I never told him that because I feel like it's just not my place to tell him. And I feel like he listens to these doctors more than he listens to me. And he thinks I overreact on things. But I'm not overreacting because I actually know what's going on with the cancer from talking to the doctors and stuff. So he has his hopes up really, really high that, you know, basically all the chemo treatments that he's going to get, that all the chemo treatments are going to help. And once it's over and done with, then he goes into remission. But obviously that's what we all hope and pray for. And obviously that's what I hope and pray for, because I don't want to lose my buddy. But it's not looking good. So he's been swollen up. His stomach has been swollen up really, really big. And then his feet have been swollen really big. And his legs have been really swollen. Like extremely swollen. I personally think last time he was in the hospital, he shouldn't have came home. But he was very adamant about wanting to come home. I mean, who doesn't want to stay in the hospital? They'd rather be home in the comfort of their house. And, you know, he gets to look at that, you know. So, of course he wants to come home. So they let him come home. They let him come home when he was still having issues with the swelling. And also they were having issues with his platelets being low and stuff. But they got his platelets kind of back up and everything. But then his platelets went down again. He had to go in and have another blood transfusion a few days ago. I think last week. But then, so the incident now, I have been, in the past 48 hours, his stomach doubled in size in just 48 hours. And so, obviously, I know that's not good. So I was very concerned about it and tried to get him to go back to the hospital, but he's not having it. All I can do is just suggest that he goes to the hospital because he's still capable to make up his mind, and I cannot go against what he wants. But all I can do is just give my opinion and say you need to go back to the hospital. I was so worried. I had my aunt talk to him on the phone last night trying to get him to go back to the hospital too, and trying to voice her concerns about the whole situation and everything too. And he just wasn't having it. And so so then his breathing, I noticed his breathing was off yesterday too. So this morning when I woke up, his nurse was coming over, and I sat down beside him for like a while and just sat there and stared at him and watched his breathing. And he makes up all these excuses. He makes up all these excuses because he's trying he's trying to make up these excuses because he doesn't want me to be like, oh, you got to go back to the hospital. He doesn't want me to say that. So he makes up excuses for everything, like the swelling, his stomach that blew up twice the size. He's like, oh, that's because I took a sip of water. It's not because you took a sip of water. A sip of water is not going to do that. And then oh, his breathing. I said something about his breathing this morning, and he's like, oh, well, that's because I sat up in the bed, so I just exerted myself. So when the nurse came over, she noticed the breathing. She noticed his stomach right away. She took his oxygen level, and his oxygen level was low. She had to call and talk to the doctor on the phone, and they both suggested that he go back to the hospital. So basically what's been going on is all the fluid that has built up inside of him is pushing against his lungs and making it hard for him to breathe, and pushing against his bladder, which is making him pee and stuff. And it's just, yeah. And so so he agreed, and he went back to the hospital. It took a nurse to tell him. And he did even tell me, because I went up to the hospital after they took him. He even did tell me, he's like, Sarah, you have been right about everything. He was like, I'm sorry, you've been right. He goes, and I was like, yep. I was like, you should have listened to me. I was like, you know, I know you think I'm overreacting, but I'm not overreacting. I'm doing this to try to either A, prolong your life, or B, help you go into remission. I was like, so I'm not nitpicking or trying to whatever. I was like, I'm doing this to help you. And I think he kind of realizes it now, because he did tell me, he's like, you've been right all along. Hi, Dutchman. Everybody, Dutchman, say hi to Dutchman. He's one of the new moderators. You guys, if you guys have followed my channel for a minute, you guys have seen him plenty of times in chat, but I just made him the 3rd moderator. So, yeah, so I've been getting a little irritated and aggravated with the fact that he doesn't listen to me, and I know he thinks I'm just overreacting and stuff. And so I did talk to him, because that's what I thought, Dutchman. I was like, is this what you want? I'm like, have you just given up? Do you not want to try to get better? And he's like, no. He's like, I want to get better and blah, blah, blah. Because I was like, if that's the case, you know, you guys, if you follow my channel for a minute and you know me, you know my situation and what I just dealt with like 5 years ago. You know, I lost my dad, I lost my friend Kimmy, I lost my best friend Jeff, all within 5 months, and I was with all 3 of them when they passed away, all 3 of them. And so I can't mentally, I can't deal with being around another person passing away in front of me. I can't do it. It's because the stress and the emotions that I'm going through right now, just watching his condition, has been very stressful on me. And I do not want to wake up one day and find him passed away, because I just don't think mentally I am stable to handle that all over again. So, so Russell, that also brings me to, I tried. So his best friend came over to give me a break. And so I finally thought I had my first break this past Tuesday. And so I found this place, and I drove out like 3 hours away, and it was just for the day and the night. I got a hotel room, and I was coming back, you know, the very next day. But I thought I would get like one break and go enjoy some nature therapy. And I found this really pretty wildlife state park area or whatever. And I guess because everything that I was been dealing with, and all the stress and the emotions, and you know, and obviously I try to keep myself together, and I try not to show my emotions in front of my friend, because I just don't want to, you know, like, this is all about him. It's not about me, you know. So, I mean, I know I need to take care of myself and all that too, yes. But I don't want him to see me getting upset and bothered. You know, he needs to concentrate on himself. So, and not worry about me. And so that last Tuesday, I took a break, and but I woke up that morning to get ready to leave, and I was trying to put my dreadlocks in a bun, and for some reason I was having a hard time putting my dreadlocks in a bun. And like, it literally took me like 8 tries to put my dreadlocks in a freaking messy bun. Like, it's not like I needed to do anything fancy with them. I just needed to put them in a bun, but it took me like 8 tries to do that. And so that started my day off bad right there. And so then I get in the Jeep to leave, and when I leave, I'm trying to call my Aunt Cindy to talk to her, and my phone was messing up, and I couldn't, like, talk to my aunt. I couldn't call her. And so I guess just the combination of starting the day off bad, and then just all the emotions that I've been going through, and the stress and all that stuff, I literally had a mental breakdown in the Jeep while I was driving. And so since I'm going to move again because the sun is moving. Okay, I'm just going to have to deal with this because this is ridiculous. The sun is not going to work with me. So I had a mental breakdown in the Jeep while I was driving, and then I had to find an exit and pull off the exit and calm down. So that kind of like ruined me going and trying to enjoy everything. And then I've just been so exhausted, so mentally exhausted. I haven't been getting a whole lot of sleep. And so I was just exhausted. And so instead of me going to have nature therapy somewhere, I ended up just going straight to the hotel room that I got. And just went and checked into the hotel room and just relaxed. And I ended up passing out, I think, around 6 o'clock. And, yeah. So I never went and had the nature therapy. But the next morning I woke up, like, I slept pretty good. I woke up early the next morning, and I ended up leaving the hotel, and I decided to take the scenic route back to his house, and I went and saw the Golden Gate Bridge, and I did Pacific Coast Highway 1. I did get out and film the Golden Gate Bridge, so at least I got a video in. So much for that nature therapy. But I've made an agreement with his best friend. His best friend's going to come and stay here, and I'll have Tuesdays to go do something. So hopefully next Tuesday will go better, I guess. So deer tracks, that's another thing that man, the sun is really not working with me right now. Let's try this. Sit over here. Hold on 1 second. Because I can't take the sun glaring into my eyes. I'm going to have another freaking mental breakdown because of the sun. Let's try this. It's like the sun is glaring on me, but the sun is hitting the ocean too. So the sunlight on the ocean is hitting right in my face. That's not working either. This has got to work. Sorry. Oh, look, the lighting's better over here for... Okay, we just got some kind of sunbeam coming down. You guys will have to deal with the sunbeam because this is working better for me. How's that? Let's go with that. Okay. Jeez Louise. It's ridiculous. Okay. So that is another thing. The other night we were sitting down talking, and he apparently has come to realize now, I didn't say anything about this. This is something that he brought up. He, I guess, had been doing a lot of thinking, like laying in bed and stuff. And I'm supposed to be leaving here at the beginning of August to get back on the road because I have to get to Oklahoma. And, yeah, so he knows that August, is coming up. And so he just mentioned to me, he's like, Sarah, I think it's time for me to go into assisted living. And I was like, okay. I said, I think that's a good decision. And he was like, yeah, he was like, because once you leave, he was like, I can't be here by myself. And he can't even be here for 24 hours by himself. Like one day he can't be here. And so he has come to realization that he needs to go to assisted living. And we were supposed to have a doctor's appointment on Monday with his doctor, and that was something we were going to talk to his doctor about. And then I was going to go check out these assisted living places. I was going to take pictures, talk to the people, and then come back and tell my friend which ones I recommended and stuff, and show him pictures and all that. So he does realize he needs to go to assisted living, and preferably, well, no, we need to get that done before I leave. Because he can't be here by himself at all. I mean, over the last couple of days, all he's done is just lay in the bed, like he'll get up to go use the little hospital toilet that's beside the bed, and he uses that to do number 2, and then he has a pee jug that he'll just pee in the jug, on the bed and stuff. And, I feed him. I give him his water and stuff. I give him all his medication. One of his medicines that he was having to take was a injection. And so the nurses had to show me how to do that. And so I was having to give him the injections, with the needle and all that in his stomach. Thank God there were only 7 of them that I had to do. So I was giving him injections. I give him all his medicine. I bathe him. I change him, put fresh clothes on him. Like I do everything for him, because he can't do it. So it's been a lot. I can definitely say I bonded more with my buddy here. I mean, we definitely were very close. Otherwise I wouldn't be here right now, but he's a very dear friend of mine. If you guys remember, he keeps in touch with me almost every single day while I'm on the road, just to see if I'm okay and all that stuff, so so he is a dear friend of mine. But I always laugh and joke because I try to crack jokes and I try to lighten the situation. I'm like, we have definitely bonded now, buddy, now that I'm bathing you. So, and cleaning up his poop. So, I mean, the hospital toilet, I got my bags that I use for my disposable toilet when I'm on the road. So, I put the bags in there and we just tie them up. So it's not that big of a deal or anything, but it's been rough. I did a lot of this stuff with my best friend Jeff when he had pancreatic cancer. So I did a lot of the same stuff with him when he was going through his cancer and everything. And so I'm used to it, I guess, is what I can say. Like it doesn't bother me. But I feel like I've just been ranting a lot about this. So, are the doctors still giving good prognosis? So, it was really weird when we went to his doctor's appointment last Monday. I don't know if maybe his doctor was just extremely busy or something, but this doctor didn't really sit down and take the time to really discuss a lot of things with us. And nothing has really been truly discussed with him, my friend. So, they've kind of just been running around the whole situation with him. I've been watching it, you know, but they've been straight up honest with me. Well, at least one doctor has. And so when we went to go see this one doctor last Monday, he just came in there and he didn't even sit down. Like and then he was just like, okay, we got to get blood work done. We got to do this and blah, 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 blah. And it was just like a mile a minute. And now, here I am. I had a piece of paper with a list of questions that I had wrote out, ready to ask the doctor. And I was trying to ask the doctor the list of questions that were on the piece of paper. And he basically did not answer the freaking questions that I had. So last Monday was a little disappointing. But watching my friend's condition get a little worse, you know, since then, in just the last couple of days, I told my friend, I said, we're going to go to this doctor's appointment on Monday, and this doctor is going to sit down, and this doctor is going to be straight up and blunt and everything and tell you exactly what's going on. I would have made sure of it. So we were going to walk out of there on Monday with my friend understanding what's going on with him a lot more. But now we don't have that doctor's appointment. But the hospital that he's going to, the hospital the ambulance took him to, they're not, they don't have all the stuff or whatever to treat what he's going through and all that. And then something to do with the insurance and all that too. So they had to transport him to a different hospital. It's the same hospital that he goes to every single time that he has to go back to the hospital. And it sucks because this hospital is like an hour away, so I have to drive like an hour to this hospital every time he goes back to the hospital. But the doctors in that hospital are the ones who actually took the time to sit down and talk to me and tell me about his condition and the seriousness of it, and answered my questions properly. So because they're transporting him to the other hospital right now, I'm going to take the rest of this night to relax. I started working on editing a video for Sunday, so maybe I can go up there and try to finish editing that if I can clear my mind. And then tomorrow I'm going to go back up to the hospital, and the next day I'll go back to the hospital and everything. And I think I'm just gonna, well, not think, I am. I'm gonna tell those doctors up there they need to talk to my friend and let him know how serious all this is. So, and be straight up with him. No sugarcoating anything, no running around, nothing, tiptoeing or anything. That's a doctor's job, is to tell their patient what's going on with them. So yeah. But the doctor in the emergency room, pretty much confirmed the seriousness of the cancer. He also said that the swelling that my friend has is definitely not normal. And it's a big concern, the swelling. So they're trying to figure out why he's swelling like that. Then they got to try to figure out how to get the swelling down. But the doctor basically looked at me and my friend and said, I really feel for this guy. He has a lot going on, you know, with the cancer, the aggressiveness of it, and the bone marrow, because the cancer has spread to the bone marrow, by the ways. And so he literally looked at me and my friend and said, I really feel for this guy. So that kind of says something right there too, you know. So, but yeah, dear Trax, I know my friend knows that. My friend, he is very grateful that I'm here. I mean, he would have already been in assisted living or stayed in the hospital or something if it wasn't for me being here. So he is very thankful that I'm here. And he's very appreciative, trust me. So there's no doubt in my mind. He might get aggravated with me sometimes because I do try to push him hard on things, you know, and try to, whatever, you know. So I'm sure he'll get a little aggravated with me, but he's definitely thankful I'm here. Apple, yeah, I got my Jeep fixed. My Jeep is fixed. $4,500 later, my Jeep is fixed. But let's not talk about my Jeep, because that irritates me right now too. But thank you for asking. But that's an aggravating situation right there too, because that took a big huge chunk out of my savings account, which I'm a little concerned about. But that's the least of my concerns right now. My motto is, I'll figure it out. I always do. So when that time comes, I'm gonna have to figure it out, I guess. So, the healthcare people have been pretty awesome, though. The healthcare people that have been coming over, like, I'll be honest with you, when that nurse came over this morning, the healthcare nurse, and she pretty much said and confirmed what I had been telling my friend, and said that he needed to go to the hospital. I had like a little celebration in my head. I was just like so thankful for her, because I was like, it was nice to have her come over and back me up, and not even back me up, because like she came in and said that on her own, and I was just like, thank you, you know. So yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I've just been I really knew doing a live video would refresh me a little bit, because it always does, and I needed that refreshing. So I still have not made it down there yet. Haven't done it yet. It's eventually gonna happen. So yeah, so I'm trying to edit, well, it's another thing, it's hard, you know, trying to edit videos, because I have to do them in piece and piece and piece and piece. But I've been trying to work on this one video, and it's this pretty awesome place that I stopped at before I came out here to my friend's house. And I spent like four days there. It's really beautiful. It was like in the mountains, a river, forest, all this stuff combined together. And so I'm trying to get that video edited, so don't get confused when you guys see that video come out. That was filmed before I came here to my friend's place. And then when I went and took my little break the other day, when I was heading back here, I went and stopped at the Golden Gate Bridge, and so I filmed the Golden Gate Bridge too. So I got that video also. And then Tuesdays now, maybe not this Tuesday, but we'll have to see. But Tuesdays now is going to be my day where I can go and get some stuff done, like have me time. So I'm going to go try to find like nature places and go spend some time in nature on Tuesdays, because his best friend will sit with him on Tuesdays while I go do that. So yeah, so I'll be able to finally get some more videos out eventually by doing all that. So oh, thank you, Judy. Thank you. Yeah, it's so refreshing to talk to you guys, and I really appreciate that. That's why, you know, that's why I did the live video. And now I can finally get everything out on this video right here, like everything that I've been dealing with and everything that I've been going through, because I know my friend's not watching it, because he's in the hospital or being transported to the other hospital right now. So, and I don't think he'll be watching any of my videos anytime soon while he's in there, because he's really exhausted and stuff. So, that's all he was doing, is he was just sleeping for like the last 2 days. All he wanted to do was just sleep. he wasn't even eating. Like, all he would eat is yogurt, and I would have to force him to eat the yogurt so he would take his medicine. But that's a side effect of chemo, though. One of the side effects of chemo is loss of appetite. So I was assuming that it had to be the side effect of chemo, but also with his stomach being that huge and that bloated with that much fluid in it, it's got to be uncomfortable to want to eat. So yeah. And my friend hasn't minded me sharing what's going on with him, because he wants to share the awareness, you know. So, because I asked him before I started sharing what was going on with him, I wanted to make sure it was okay. And I asked him, and he said, yes, of course. He was like, make people aware, you know, because he knows that I share a lot of things on my channel, and try to help others and all that stuff, you know, with videos and everything. So he's like, yes, share the awareness. But I never could get everything out on the live videos, because I knew he was inside watching the live videos, and I was just trying to tiptoe around certain things. But now I can get everything out on this video, so. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on. I'm not staring up in space. I'm looking up at the chat, the comments. So, Jersey Gypsy, I've tried to go over that with him. It's a very uncomfortable subject to talk about, but I've tried to go over that with him. My biggest concern is he hasn't told anybody what he wants done if he was to pass away. And so that's my biggest concern. I think he needs to get that down in writing. He needs to have that written down at least. Like, what he wants done, like, if he was to ever pass away. Does he want to be buried, cremated? Where does he want to be buried? What does he want done with the ashes? Like, that needs to be set in stone and written down somewhere. And I've been very adamant trying to push that on him. But like I said, it has not sunk into his head the seriousness of this cancer. And so, or he's just in denial, you know. So he keeps going, oh, I don't need to do that right now. I don't need to do that, you know, like. And then I told him he needs to get all his assets and all that stuff in order, you know, like, but he feels like he doesn't need to get that done right now, you know, so. But I'm hoping that this time around in the hospital, with the doctors talking to him and everything, because I'm going to make sure this time around he knows the seriousness of this. The doctors are going to not tiptoe around this situation with him anymore. You guys know me. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to be stern about it. They're not tiptoeing around this situation anymore, you know, so they're going to be straight up with him and tell him the seriousness of this cancer, whether they like it or not. So yeah, so I think after this time around, I think he's going to realize the seriousness of everything, and hopefully he'll start getting things in order and prepared and stuff. But his memory's not doing good either. He's very foggy in the head and very out of it a lot. His doctor last week has suggested doing a brain MRI, because that could be a concern. The cancer could have spread to his brain, because he also is seeing double vision. So, but that wasn't set in stone either. I am going to bring that up, though, at the when I see the doctor tomorrow at the hospital, that a brain MRI needs to be done also. So yeah, I don't know. I have so much on my plate. Yeah, Jersey, that's a good idea, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Judy, yeah, I know that. I know. And that's why the double vision and the haziness in the head has me concerned too. You know, like I'm not a professional by all means, guys. I'm not. You know, like I'm not a trained nurse or doctor or a professional or anything on this stuff. But I did go through all this with my best friend Jeff when he had pancreatic cancer. So I am familiar with all this stuff. I'm familiar with the symptoms, the signs. I'm familiar with the side effects of chemo. I'm just familiar with a lot of things. And that's another thing that's been kind of hard on me, you know, like it's bringing back a little bit of memories of what I dealt with my best friend the whole entire world, you know, so so yeah. Guys, I already know all this. You guys don't have to put it in exclamation points or anything like that. I am very well aware and I know all of it. So, we've already discussed all of it. I'm gonna go grab some water. I'll be right back. I'll let you guys look at the ocean for a minute. You guys see the ocean? Yeah, there we go. Look, and you guys get the sun. Cool. Good job. Look at who it is, guys. It's the birthday girl. It's the birthday girl. You say hi to everybody? Say hi. It's my birthday. I'm 12 years old. 12 years old. I want to say, too, I am so amazed at my little baby here. Like, it has been amazing watching her with my friend Like, she will go and lay on his bed with him and cuddle up with him. I think it was about a week ago. That was another thing that happened. It was about like 4 or 5 days ago. I was sleeping because it was like really early in the morning, like 6 in the morning or 6:30. And all of a sudden I wake up to a very loud thump. And thank God I'm a very light sleeper. And apparently my friend, he had gotten up to use the bathroom, which the hospital told us right beside his bed. And he lost his balance and he fell. And so when he fell, you know, like, I've been lifting him and I can do so much, but when he is dead weight on the floor, I can't lift him up. I just physically can't do it. So I had to call 911 for them to come do a lift assist. That's what it's called, lift assist. The fire department comes out and they help him get up and they put him back in the bed. I've had to do it twice. But little one, when he was down on the ground, hey, stop, hey. Little one, when he was down on the ground, just went and laid right beside him. Like, just laid right beside him the whole time he was down on the ground. So then every time he's had to go to the hospital, I have to go put her up in the bedroom because the fire department and the ambulance and all that, they have to come in and stuff. But when I let her out of the bedroom and he's not on the bed and he's gone, because he's at he is going to the hospital, she'll get up on his bed and just lays on his bed. And that's where she'll be, like, all the time, just laying on his bed. She's very, very smart. It's been very interesting watching my little dog with my friend that's going through his situation. She definitely knows he's sick. I mean, she literally goes up there and she'll, like, lay on his chest or lay right here beside his head or, you know, come and give him kisses. Like, it's been very, very interesting watching this little munchkin right here be a good emotional support dog. Right? You been taking care of our buddy in there? You been taking care of him? Yeah, you're a good girl. So, thank you. That's a very long name. Babes in Toyland and other things 9485. Thank you. Yeah, she definitely knows. She knows something's going on with him, and she knows he's sick, you know. So it's I've been observing her interaction with him a lot, and it's pretty interesting. Definitely interesting. Oh, Robert Sellers, that doesn't surprise me. Does not surprise me. I get a lot of people that say that a lot, that they have magically just been unsubscribed from my channel. I hear a lot of YouTubers, other YouTubers say it too, so thanks, YouTube. Guess they're trying to keep me from getting to that 100,000 subscribers. So, let's see. Canada. That's on my list. One day. So funny, a lot of people, because I travel all over these states, and a lot of people, I get asked a lot, do you not want to go out of the country? Is there any other countries you want to go see? And I always say Canada. I mean, but there's so much to see here in these states. But I think the two places I always say is Canada and Africa, because the wildlife is amazing in Africa. Like, I love animals a lot, and I would love to go and experience the wildlife that they have over there in Africa. I know it's crazy, but I know that's not a safe place for a single girl to go to. But, yes, I do want to come and explore Canada for sure. I have not made it to the beach. This is as close to the beach as I've made it to. But I'm eventually going to make it down there. I am. There, I mean, it's right there. So, yes, I do need to come to Nebraska. Nebraska and Kansas are the only two states from the mid of the United States on over that I haven't gone to yet. So, I just worry about those tornadoes over there. I have to do my research and make sure I'm not going during tornado season. Say, I'm the best doggy in the whole world. I'm such a good little doggy. Yes. And it's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Stick my nose up in the air because I can. Because it's my birthday. Spirit Junkie, were you talking about in the beginning? What any symptoms? In the beginning, he had symptoms of, he was feeling exhausted all the time. He had like zero energy. And he thought he was just like, had some cold or something. But the big sign, which was enough for him to go to the hospital and get himself checked out and try to figure out what was wrong with him, was he had a lump in his neck. So when he felt that lump in his neck, that's when he knew something was wrong. So he went to the hospital. He ended up being in the hospital for 2 months. And for a while, they couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. They couldn't figure out what his diagnosis was. And then they finally figured it out, that it was lymphoma cancer. And it was a very aggressive lymphoma cancer and a very rare lymphoma cancer. And I guess that's why they were having a hard time figuring out what was wrong with him. So he did wait a while before he went to the hospital or doctor or whatever to get himself checked out, because he just thought he wasn't feeling well, you know, because he didn't have any energy and was tired all the time. But when he felt that lump in his neck, he knew something was wrong, and that's when he went to the doctor. I think he went to the he actually scheduled a doctor's appointment. That's what he did. He scheduled a doctor's appointment, and when he went to the doctor's, they actually sent him to the hospital. So, Kelly, little one, does love the ocean. I don't know if you guys have seen the last few videos that I have posted of her, like her birthday video that I just posted, my very last video that I posted Wednesday. There's a clip on that video of her going crazy and running on the beach. And it was her first time at the beach. And out of all the places that we've gone to and that she has been to and seen and so on forth, that was like the most excited that she had been out of all the places, was when she was at the beach. I mean, she was like hopping like a bunny rabbit. But yeah, she was excited when she got down there to the beach. I mean, she's been excited all the other places, but I've never seen her like that much excitement. So, oh wow, Babes in Toyland. Wow. I'm sorry to hear all that. That's a lot. I hope, I wish you well through all that. I really do. So I'm going to go for a few more minutes. And then I think I'm going to go try to finish editing that video, because I'd like to have it out by Sunday. That's in 2 days. It was a really beautiful place where I was at, so I'm excited for you guys to see that video. In that video, that was a place that I stopped at before I came here, and I spent like 4 days there. So, it was beautiful. It was refreshing too, because I've had a lot going on these last few months, not just with what's going on with my friend, but like my birthday month, you know, like that whole month of June was just, well, actually, I'm sorry, the whole month of May, because my birthday was June 2nd. But the whole month of May, like I'd been around a lot of people, you know, like I had my friends from Vegas, all the Jeep people come down to Arizona and meet me, and you know, I was around all them, and you guys saw that there were 17 Jeeps on that Jeep run. So I was around all those people for that week. And then one of the cabins that I stayed at, I ended up making friends, and I was around a whole bunch of people when I was there at the cabin. I think I've been around, I think the month of May, I have been around more people for the month of May than I have the whole time that I've been on my travels. So that was a little overwhelming, being around so many people, and then going to the Xavier Rudd concert, and me having almost a panic attack because of the crowd of people that were there. Because I can't do big, huge, it was a lot. um, And then, yeah, so after that, you know, then it was my birthday, June 2nd, and then I had my aunt, my cousin, and his boyfriend, you know, like, and was, oh, and then my tattoo artist and her boyfriend, you know, so by the time my birthday was over with and I left Arizona and came out here, I knew I needed to stop somewhere and get some nature therapy by myself, and I picked a really good place, so it was a really beautiful place. Judy, I feel you. I'm starting to, my back's starting to hurt sitting here so long. Let me go put little one up. Everybody say bye to little one. Say bye-bye. Say bye. Oh, yeah. Are you growling? Are you, oh, you're growling at mommy? Just because it's your birthday doesn't mean you can be a brat. Okay, you can. Okay. It was really nice, though, this neighborhood that my friend lives in. They, every year, I guess they do, well, they do, not guess. They do a little, the neighborhood people get together and they do a little parade through the neighborhood. And this neighborhood is very small up here, and it's up on a hill. So they were doing their parade yesterday, late afternoon, and so I knew they were having the parade, and so I went outside and sat on the hood of my Jeep and watched them go by. It was like there was like 3 old classic Mustangs that were in the parade. It was a very small parade. A bunch of people walking their dogs. This huge, massive Hummer, with their tops down and all that stuff. The thing was huge. It made my Jeep look small almost. um, and everybody, because it is a very small neighborhood, everybody knows what's going on. I mean, they've seen the ambulance and the fire departments all come through here and stuff, you know. So, so it was really nice. A lot of them stopped in front of the house, and they all looked at me and asked how my friend was doing. And then one of the guys came and talked to me and was like, we think it's really awesome what you're doing for your friend here, and if you need anything, just let any of us know. We all know what's going on, and we know what he's going through. And then he asked me what I like to eat. He was like, we've all been discussing that we want to send you some food delivered to you a couple of nights to give you a break from cooking. And so I thought that was really nice. So they all said that, you know, the neighborhood here wanted to pitch in and send me food a couple of nights and stuff. Can't really order food from my friend because he's on this very strict diet, so I cook for him Like, he has to have a very low sodium diet. So pretty much as less salt as possible. And we all know eating out, there's a lot of salt in to-go orders in restaurants. And then he can't have red meat. Everything has to be cooked. No raw vegetables, no salads, because the leaves and everything, and no raw food at all. So I thought that was very nice of the neighborhood to say that, you know, that they wanted to send me some food sometime to give me a break for cooking for myself. There's been a few times that I have been so stressed out and had a lot on my plate from the day that I didn't feel like cooking, and I would just eat a sandwich or something because I just didn't want to cook. So he can eat like chicken. I think he's probably sick of chicken. I'm almost positive he's probably sick of chicken because he's had a lot of chicken. So, but at least there's different types of chicken. There's chicken thighs and chicken breast. So I've been making both. And then he can eat vegetables, but they just have to be cooked. They actually suggest that he eats a lot of vegetables. So he definitely gets vegetables. And then he can eat yogurt and fruit. And he eats a lot of yogurt and fruit. And then, yeah. Yeah, it kind of sucks, though. I mean, you can't really just take salt completely out of your diet because there's salt in a lot of things. Oh, and he can't have processed food, so, which is good because I don't like to eat processed food. I mean, I mess up every once in a while and I'll eat processed food, but I'm not like one of those strict people. But for the most part, I stay away from processed food. Well, thank you guys. Thank all of you guys. So I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys hanging out on the live. Because it's refreshing to do a live video and to chat with all you guys. So I'm really going to try to get this video edited for Sunday so I can get it out. Because I really don't want to miss my days of posting videos. Because I'm supposed to get a video out every Wednesday and Sunday, and so, you know, good old YouTube will punish you if you don't stay consistent with your posting your videos. And I need to get my paychecks back up with YouTube, so that's another reason why it is crazy. That's another reason why I don't want to miss posting videos, because I need to get the paychecks back up. So meaning I need to get the views back up, because my paychecks have gone down significantly with YouTube. And then the little ones video that I posted on Wednesday, I mean, it barely reached 2,000 views. I mean, that was, I thought that video was going to do very well, a video about her and her birthday. Because God forbid I post a video on YouTube and she's not in it. If you guys go watch a video and little one's not in that video, go read the comments, because like 70-80% of those comments is, where's your dog at? Where's little one? Where's little one at? Why is she not in the video? But then I make a whole entire video just dedicated to her. And don't worry, I'm in that video too, guys. But the whole video is dedicated to her. And it's one of my lowest viewed videos. I guess she's not the real star of the show. Reposted it. I'm not going to repost it a second time. If you guys haven't seen the video, how about just go watch it and give me some views on the video, because I need to get the views back up. Right, Heather? I put a lot of work into that video. I might be a little biased, but I really loved that video. Of course, I'm a little biased because she's my child. But I thought it was a very good video. I thought it was rather cute and everything. Like, to see a dog that's been to that many places and seen that many things, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, if it would have been a video of somebody else's dog, I definitely would have thought it was an awesome video. Ah, there you go. Thank you, Dutchman. Thank you. Yes, please share my channel. Or go find your favorite video of mine and share it. Share it on your social media. Be like, check out this chick. She's pretty awesome. Or, if you're here from a dog, just be like, check out this dog. She's pretty awesome. Or if you're here for the Jeep, say, check out this Jeep. It's pretty awesome. You guys get it, right? Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. So, I was gonna stay on a little bit longer, but I do want to try to focus and try to work on getting this video edited. So, I really haven't done too much editing of it, so I still got a lot more to go. It's a lot of work to do. Because on this video, I filmed with not only my GoPro and my cell phone, but also my drone. So meaning that's 3 different things I used to film for this video. The drone, the phone, and the GoPro. So that's a lot of footage to go through. So yeah. Alright. Oh, thank you, Chillaxer. Thank you. Where is Dylan? I'm sorry, hun. I'm ending this video right now, but if you'd like to go to my playlist section on my channel, and you can go and watch some videos about that. There's a playlist called My Life, or My Life Stories, or something like that. Just look for a playlist that has the word My Life in it. Words, My Life. And you can find a whole bunch of videos on there talking about my struggles, how I pulled through them, and how certain things helped me and all that. So go check out that playlist. I shared I actually did too. There's actually a video on that playlist. I did a public motivational speaking event in Washington last year. And though the video is an hour long, I recorded the whole speech that I did. The whole speaking event. I recorded the whole thing. That's why it's an hour long. But I shared my whole entire life story on that video. Everything that I've been through. My whole entire life. It's on that video. So if you guys want to know more stuff about me, go watch that video. Of me speaking. For the first time. So, yeah. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and end this. And, till next time, thank you guys for hanging out. I probably should do more live videos more often, so it's refreshing. Just don't get sick and tired of seeing me. talking all the time. Why am I shaking water? See, I'm shaking water. Why am I shaking water? It makes no sense. I get distracted. Alright guys, till next time. Thank y'all.